Welcome to everybody to our 5th annual Criminal Justice Advisory Panel discussion evening. We are very, very privileged to have amazing professionals who help our program be the best program we can be for you as graduates. And also that they come here every spring and they spend their time, and their time is really valuable in telling you a little bit about what they do, and also getting a chance to know you. So I'm not going to take up a lot of your time. In fact, I'll take up very little of your time. But before we get started, what I'd like to do is to ask any current and former professionals in the criminal justice system if you wouldn't mind rising, and so everybody can see who you are. And then afterwards, right, Kim, you'll have a chance to meet these people, and I hope that you do take advantage of the opportunity. We have members of our advisory board here and lots of other people who are in the field. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Gurney, who's the Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Chad. You know, 33 years ago, there was a bloody and harrowing crime that was committed right here in our backyards, the Brinks robbery, and it's been documented over these many, many years as a focal point, really, for us. It certainly focused a lot of our energies in the criminal justice system on adjusting the ways that we had to, in the face of the realities that we were facing, we had to adjust the way we were doing things. And you're going to hear a lot about that tonight. This is first of all, a panel of incredibly distinguished law enforcement leaders and all of the Criminal Justice Advisory Board folks who are here as well. A fabulous resource for all of you students. I would urge you students to take advantage of the time that you have with them tonight to network, to interact with them, pick their brains, ask questions. It really is a terrific opportunity for you to get firsthand from them a lot of the important things that you need to know as you try to get into the field yourselves. And certainly you're going to get a perspective on the way that the criminal justice system has changed so dramatically since that day in October in 1981. I can tell you that STAC had a very close, intimate, unfortunately, relationship with that event. One of the Nyack police officers who was killed on that day was Ed O'Grady. He was a student here at the college. As a matter of fact, we gave him, his wife, a degree, a posthumous degree that following May. Alan Colsey, who apprehended one of the folks who committed that crime later in the day, served as director of our MBA program for many years. So we've had some very close relationships with the folks who were intimately involved in that crime. That really changed the course of the way that we do an awful lot of things in the criminal justice system now. So I think it's a fabulous opportunity for you students to hear what these professionals have to say. Many, many thanks to them, and thanks to our criminal justice faculty, Dr. Chad and Professor Promisel, for all the work that they did in putting this together. And I hope you have a very educational and informative evening. So thanks very much on behalf of the college to everybody for being here tonight.
Reminder for students, you might want to sign in so your professors will know that you were here. There are a couple of sign-in sheets over there, and I hope everybody has a program. Does everybody have a program? Okay, great. And there are refreshments, so please don't forget those. Turn it over to Professor Promisel.
So thanks to Dr. Gurney, and thanks everyone that's here today. This presentation is going to discuss the Brinks robbery as a seminal point on the war on terrorism and the response to the criminal justice system. So we're really going to look at how the two kind of are related. Although it does not focus on the brave officers and others who responded, I did want to take a moment to remember them. Police officer Edward O'Grady, Waverly Brown, and Brinks guard Peter Page lost their lives during this horrific event. Their friends, family, and community have had to deal with this untimely loss. Please stand and observe a moment of silence in their memories. Thank you. Please take your seats. presentation, we're going to examine how the criminal justice system has been impacted by Brinks. And this includes the growth of terrorism prior to the robbery. We're going to look at new police tactics and strategies, kind of how policing has changed since Brinks, as well as dealing with terrorists in the penal system and how to prosecute them. The presentation will be followed by a question and answer session, so please hold your questions to the end. As well, you're going to have some time at the end to network with our Criminal Justice Advisory Board and special guests, so please take advantage of that. Please join me in welcoming Detective Arthur Keenan, retired from Nyack Police Department.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, to address you. I'm a very close friend of Eddie O'Grady's, and him and I had many discussions about his time at this college, and I was encouraging him to continue on to law school when he finished here. I thought of that today when I was heading down here. Well, as you know, this took place 33 and a half years ago, October 20th, 1981, and Eddie and I responded in the same car to an alarm that came out from the Clarkstown Police Department of a Brinks truck that had been robbed in the Nanuet Mall. And subsequent to that, we received information that the getaway vehicle, a U-Haul truck, had been used in the getaway. An exchange of vehicles took place over on Route 59 at the shopping center. And so we were looking for a U-Haul truck, and we set up a roadblock at the entrance to the New York State Thruway, exit 11, entrance 11, and Mountain View Avenue and Route 59. And at that time, we observed a U-Haul truck and another vehicle, a tan Honda, that had been described also on the alarm. And we set up a roadblock, and subsequent to that, we ended up in a shootout with the suspects involved in this. And as you probably know or will learn here today, Ken Maxwell will go in detail about some of the groups, the Weather Underground and so forth. That shootout, of course, cost the lives of Officer Waverly Brown and Sergeant O'Grady, and Brinks guard at the Nanuet Mall. We were totally outgunned. They had automatic weapons, fully automatic weapons, some of their rifles, and we had revolvers, which has all changed since then. Of course, now police are equipped a lot better. It was a wake-up call for the police community in general throughout the nation. This group was very organized. They had their intent was to take over eventually 3 states in the South, and for their purposes, for their goals, radical views. And it was really took 6 years to apprehend all the suspects involved. Some of them were prosecuted locally, statewide, and some were prosecuted at a federal level, and various types of sentences were handed out as a result of that. And there's a lot of them that are already out of jail and paroled from this, and possibly more will be paroled. Other than that, I guess I can get Kenny up here and do the...
Sure. Yep, let's fire that up for you. Thank you very much, Arthur.
You're welcome.